Gonna try and make this a quick one today, but man, what? Every time I get in the car, after Ryan drives, messing with my memory settings. Kid likes to sit all way back. Dad, I can sit up and see what the heck's going on, you know what I mean? Gonna talk a little bit of bad news. Once again, I have to be that bearer of bad news when it comes to Corvette ordering. On this channel, it's all about Corvette in all aspects. So thanks for that understanding. Thank you for the business opportunities. 2023 is not ending in the manner in which I wanted it to, and it's going to be a pinnacle year for Corvette. Not sure if they're going to hit, but they're trying to hit overall with Z06 included. Their goal was over 50,000 cars this year. That would be one of the top 3 production years ever in the history of Corvette in 70 years. I mean, quite an accomplishment. Even where we're at right now is a record year for C8. And I do have a couple small pieces of viewer mail to share with you guys today. Just another way I want to acknowledge you for acknowledging me and supporting this channel. Thanks so much for being here. So right up front, let's just address it. Stop dancing around it. We were out here, I'm in the church parking lot. You can't see that. I was in the church parking lot. Thought that would make me feel better, giving you guys the news. A couple of weeks ago, we're giving you the market news, ordering update constraints and all that kind of stuff. And I said there was no allocations for Stingray for June in the first cycle. Rumor was that there would be another cycle on June 22nd, which is today, which is supposed to be the second order cycle for Z06. In fact, there is a couple Z06s available, and there is, which is uncustomary, a couple Stingray allocations available. But the problem was, on cycle 1, there was a little bit, I mean, basically sprinklings of allocation, not even worth mentioning in cycle 1. There were so many, probably 95% of the dealerships didn't get any Stingray allocation. So we're waiting and waiting for this special cycle 2 allocation for Stingray. And again, today, numbers are just dismal and not even worth mentioning. So most dealers, again, got no, they're trying to close up 2023. What's frustrating for me is that I didn't get any in cycle 1 or cycle 2. So we're like I said, we're closing up the year. I've had so many people waiting, have been very understanding. Many haven't, and I get it. You know, we don't control this, but it is what it is. I do these videos to appeal to the masses. I'll be sending out a very upsetting email to let people know they've waited basically for nothing. I remember, I'll give you one scenario, and a lot of you guys can relate. Hey, that's me. I'm going through that right now. I get it. It's a blessing and a curse that we're 4 model years in, and I don't have a car on the lot that you can come and see, buy, and take home, that you've got to order. But that makes it extra special. So anyways, I got this one guy that's waited however long, it doesn't matter. Getting close in January, didn't have enough numbers. In February, probably could have placed him, had a good allocation cycle in quantity-wise in February, but I didn't have enough non-Z51s. Then March came. 30% of what I was supposed to get is what we got for allocation. Did not have enough to facilitate his spot. Then came March. Didn't have enough non-Z51s. Just, I mean, people talk about, we're going to talk about that here in a second. The constraints, the non-Z51 car, for whatever reason, if it's a forced situation or what have you, has been the tougher car to get. Couldn't help them. April comes, as we shared here on the channel, no allocations basically for all dealerships because they were trying to do nothing but Z06s and catch up and save some face for 2023, which they've done a pretty good job on. They're not done yet, but it's come at the sacrifice of Stingray allocations. Then May comes. I said, hey, you know what, Gary, I've got your allocation. And then he had never given me the final spec, and I think he had changed it because originally I had a red car in for him, and he says, great, I got the non-Z51. He goes, you know what, here's what I want. I want the 70th anniversary white pearl. I said, Gary, the 70th anniversary is now on constraint. He goes, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You said something else, of course. I've waited all this time, the bouncing ball, this, and this, and the stuff I just explained. I said, you know what? There's supposed to be one more order cycle in June. Please hang on. I'm doing all I can for you. And as we just discussed, I got nothing in cycle 1 and nothing in cycle 2. So the white pearl is canceled for 2024. In today's upload, I'm going to share with you the official listing of the colors that are going to be on the 2024 Corvette. All right. So that's a little bit of the good news I want to share with you before the official announcements all coming next month for 2024 ordering and allocations and all that pricing and that kind of stuff. I felt so bad for him and so many more that I'm going to be sending those emails out to today. So we kind of we kind of start all over a little bit, if you will. Brad in Texas watches the channel. Thanks, Brad. Good conversation the other day. He says, hey, my local dealer's telling me that I can't get the Z51 package. It's on constraint. Am I getting screwed around here? Well, here's the thing. It's just like what I talked about on Sunday's video. You've got Chevy dealerships selling Corvette versus focused Corvette dealerships that are Chevy stores. You know what I mean? So you've got these guys that are going, hey, can't get that car. What do you want me to tell them, boss? Tell them it's on constraint. Yeah, Brad, it's on constraint. You know, fancy words. Sometimes they don't even know what it means. Can't explain it to you, but it's on constraint. And you've heard us talk about it and others. And you're like, okay, I guess I'll wait it out. And Z51 has been on constraint, but controlled quantities. And as I said just a minute ago, it's the non-Z51 that's been really tough. Say, for example, say you got 10 Corvette allocations. We would get 8 Z51s and only 2 non-Z51s. So that's been the issue. So if that guy either didn't have enough cars for him or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a car. And for those of you not getting the car, it's upsetting for me because, number one, I want to do business. I come to work, and I want you to experience the stuff that I share on the channel with myself and the other Corvette people that I do business with. This really is a car worth waiting for. It's just, I'm with you. I'm frustrated too, waiting that we can't do business, and it's the inconsistency. You know, got this many, you got this many, you got none. It's like, it's hard to plan, and it's hard to tell you if and when you're going to get a car. So we'll do more allocations, and I'll do this chart thing for the new people coming to the marketplace so they know what's going on. This new ordering system I kind of referred to a month ago that is just brain damage to work through, still working through it the best we can. So when we have an allocation cycle, sometimes I can pull up the constraints and I can see the total number of Corvettes allocated for the entire country, and then they break out the constraints. No longer is that available. All I can see is the constraint quantities. So in Z06, I can tell you they have carbon flash high wing finally available, 179, and the visible carbon fiber high wing at 154. So 333 will probably not be the total Z06s allocated in this cycle. Again, it seems like they're focused on Z06. Just a handful, literally a handful of Stingrays were issued in a cycle 2 that is not customary. And for those of you that don't know, when an allocation cycle happens, we have Thursday and Friday to tag the orders that are acceptable, that are buildable, and approved and sent to production control. Batch processing pulls those Saturday night. We have Tuesday one more time to take a look at those orders and make any last minute changes before actually sending to production control. So that's what's happening right now. The Thursday, Friday tagging system, wait Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, one more shot to take a look at those orders and make those last minute changes. Some of you change 10 times in a day. Please stop. But I get it. You're like, I just want to be sure the car is the way that I want it. I totally get that. We did get a little bit of 2024 news. Speaking of the new ordering system, I was playing around with it, and you can see right here, there's a drop-down tab that was never there before. I always had just the Corvette tab, and then within it, you would actually pick the Z06 model, Coupe or convertible. Now they actually have a separate tab for COR Z06. As you notice for 2024, there's not a tab yet for E-Ray. So talking 2024, remember these dates we've referred to many times in our market updates for you guys. 2024 ordering guide. We will have that in a PDF for you on July 10th. The site, the visualizer, build your own tool on Chevrolet.com will be live on July 18th. The first cycle where we start tagging orders that I was just talking about, that happens July 27th. Production starts September 5th for the 2024 Corvette. And I got to tell you guys, it took me literally a couple of hours to get my head on to sit in front of the camera and deliver this information. I want to be so upbeat. I want to be so positive, have fun, entertain, educate. But man, when you got to be the guy that keeps giving the bad news. Man, oh man, does it suck. It just really does. So I'm kind of right there with you right now. You know, it's so weird when, you know, from a business standpoint, okay, I'm dealing with a high level of clients, so I can have this conversation with you and you'll get it. Think about what you do. Would you want to do what you do for free? I mean, for free. Do the job, do an extra effort, stay the extra hours, come in early, stay late, work days off. Would you want to do that for free? It's kind of what it felt like, man. I'll give you 2 scenarios. In March, I didn't make $1 until March 26th. That's when we got our first car. I talk about the inconsistencies. That's some of the arrivals of these cars, the build and the shipping process is crazy. April, same thing. April 21st before I had my first car delivered. It's trying in many ways behind the scenes here. Just wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm doing what I can to do business, so we continue to be here for you guys and do things. But man, it is tough, and this is a kick in the teeth for June. I mean, I didn't get one freaking Stingray, man. I mean, how the hell is that even... Okay, I gotta stop. Sorry, guys. I do have two fun little viewer mails for you guys as well. So 2024, let's talk official colors now, because I got this color guide from Chevrolet in the mail just the other day. Look at this. Now, we took some of these pictures out in a cloudy, kind of partly sunny day. Didn't turn out the way I wanted to, and then we moved them to the showroom. But the official colors now are Arctic White, Ceramic Matrix Gray. How about that? I thought for sure early on people were saying, hey, it's canceled. But I'm telling you what, guys, until they start giving us printed data, nothing is official. And stuff can change at the last minute, as we've seen over the last 4 years. So congratulations. I love that color. It was introduced in Corvette for that special edition in 2018, the Carbon 65 car, and it continues. Ceramic Matrix Gray for 2024. Way to go. Including Hypersonic Gray. That is going to be a color on 2024. Carbon Flash Metallic, that was available this year for the 70th anniversary only, is a free flow color for 2024, along with black. So you'll have two renditions of black for 2024. Amplify Orange is growing a little bit in popularity. Once we get the final stats, I'll do that comparison of what the national orders are versus what my customers ordered. And that's a great piece of information to kind of get a pulse of what's going on in the marketplace. And I think we've got a good handle on that because we deal with you guys all across the country. Thank you again so much for that. Another color confirmed for 2024 is the continuation of Accelerate Yellow. And new Riptide Blue replaces Elkhart Lake Blue for 2024. Of course, we still have Torch Red. We have Red Mist Metallic, Silver Flare, and the new cacti color. Yes, I made fun of it. I called it caca, but let me tell you something. The more I see this color, I think this has got a chance, something unique and something different, just like the other new color we have for 2024, and that is Sea Wolf Gray Tricoat. Thank you again, guys, for, oh yes, by the way, thanks for joining me. Yes, I got my buddy, my bear buddy in here. He goes with me everywhere, man. Let's close up today's vlog. We didn't have one Tuesday night for you. Chuck is extremely busy. He's stressed. You see that I'm stressed. And we didn't have a show for you Tuesday night. I did miss you guys. I apologize. I've got, oh my gosh, you guys have been sending in some beautiful freaking cars that I can't wait to share in the next ride segment. Thank you for doing that. And this came from, I got to show you this. This was nice. You guys really make my day and think about me. We have a guy here right now from Cincinnati that watches the channel. His local dealership was able to get him facilitated a little bit faster than I could for the allocation. That was a bummer, but he drove from Cincinnati 2 hours here to have us service the car because he watches the channel. So I'm sitting across the street at the local restaurant, and I go to get up, and she says, oh no, your lunch is taken care of. I'm like, who did that? I'm like, oh. It was Michael. Michael, nice gesture. Thank you, sir. Let me tell you, I deal with so many classy people. It really is enjoyable, more than you guys will ever know. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Here's one. This is pretty neat, too. He says, Rick, you weren't able to make it to the Corvette's 70th Anniversary Festival at Watkins Glen. Thought you might enjoy this little souvenir from the occasion. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Corvette is looking amazing. This is from Miles Walter in Buffalo, New York. I love that their show shirt was done in rapid blue. Way to go, guys. That's pretty darn cool. Miles, thanks for thinking of us, man. I really appreciate it. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Thanks, man. I appreciate that so much. Got another big supporter on Instagram. Sent us this nice box acknowledging the little kid that I am, that you guys see constantly on the channel. Nothing wrong with that. And this is from Motorsports Los Angeles, or Motorsports LA on Instagram. He says, Dear Rick Conti, thank you for all you do for the automotive community. We appreciate you. Awesome collections of cars in your office. Our team wanted you to have this little gift from us. Thank you again, Motorsports LA. Dude, thank you so much for that. And in here, you guys can see, I think these are like all the latest and greatest releases from Hot Wheels for Corvette. Look at that. I was just getting ready to order this one. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that, man. I'm freaking cool. You guys are awesome. Oh, yeah, another 70th anniversary acknowledgement there. This is part of the 70th anniversary series, a little Grand Sport. Thank you, thank you. What else you got here? Let me show these off. Oh, wow. This is all the 70th anniversary collection this year for Hot Wheels. Guys, that means a ton, man. Thank you so much. Oh, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful one. Look at that. And look at that. And I think I got one more in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's the ZR1. Yeah. All right, so that's the show today. Every time we do these market updates, I feel so bad because when we get done, the comments already come in. Man, that's brain damage, man. It is what it is, man. And I think if we can't have a real adult conversation on this channel, I mean, where are you going to go? I mean, we've got this hyper-targeted little Corvette channel, and we covered all kinds of Corvette stuff. So oh, you know what? I think you should change the name of the channel. That's the new name of the channel. Forget my name. Corvette Stuff. Your stuff, my stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, Corvette Stuff. But we cover all that on this channel. I want you to feel good when you're here. I want you to feel informed, educated, entertained. And yeah, that's the goal. We're going to continue to press forward. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to do all I can to go through all this footage I have that we recorded last Sunday. What a Father's Day it was. I just didn't have all the kids with me, but Ryan and I just tore it up, had a great time. Thanks for the invite, guys. Holy Toledo Autocross at the Toledo Express Airport. And there was a longer course and there was a shorter course. Who wears the pink shirt? Come on, man. Oh, never mind. I can't bear to tell you right now. I may not tell you. Some great footage, though, I want to share with you guys, so you are encouraged to do more with your Corvette than let it sit in the garage or take it to the ice cream shop or the local car show and stand around and look at it some more. Why don't you get out there and drive and enjoy your car, all right? Take it easy. Thank you again.
Nice save, by the way.
Thank you. A little too cocky there.